Hey, good morning and welcome to the Command Center Weekly Update for week 6. Happy Monday. We are officially in July, terrifying thought, which means we are only 95 days from our October 10 launch and only 34 days from our August 10th go, no-go date. Last week was a big week. Let's get into it and we'll try to keep this short. Last week, we had what I would call a significant conversation with Jorge and Sarah at AMIkids. And I want to take a few minutes to properly introduce this organization because most people don't know who they are, and they absolutely should. So what is AMIkids? AMIkids has been around since 1969. It is almost as old as I am, over 55 years. They have served more than 172,000 young people. Right now, they're actively serving about 5,000 youth annually with about an 80% success rate. These are at-risk and underserved kids. They have residential programs, community-based programs, education, workforce development, behavior, and skills training. Their mantra is, I can, and that's their whole philosophy. And I am just discovering AMIkids. Like I'm amazed that I didn't know about this school. AMI has Gulf Coast and Florida locations. They have a strong geographic overlap with our route, which is really exciting. And marine education is their core program pillar. So here's where it really gets interesting. Look at their website. Check this out. They have a phenomenal marine program, and they use, I think they started out using fishing and still do. They have fishing summer camps to engage kids and get them interested in the marine science. So here's where that marine connection with AMI really gets interesting for us specifically. Marine education is the core program pillar for AMIkids. They do marine apprenticeships. They do seagrass restoration. They use water and boats as educational platform for youth development. Does that sound kind of familiar? And they run one of the most respected yacht donation programs in the country. Over 6,000 donated vessels have been processed through AMIkids. They work with top brokers, Northrop & Johnson, Allied Marine, United Yacht Sales, Luke Brown Yachts. The vessels come in, they get refitted, and then they're leased or sold to fund the youth programs. They also maintain a lease inventory that are vessels that are available right now. So if you're in the market, this is a great place to try a boat out. You can lease it for 3 years and then you can buy it. So what that funds, I think Jorge told me that about 72% of the funding for their programs comes through these yacht donations, which is phenomenal. Now we're looking for one boat. We're not looking to start a yacht program like this. I'm just looking for a boat to do the loop on. Eventually we may end up with 2 boats in our fleet, but we're definitely not interested in becoming yacht brokers. So their marine apprenticeship program, kids learn career schools through marine industry training. They learn active environmental restoration through the Seagrass restoration program. And as far as their boat donations go, that's completely IRS compliant donation process. And the folks who donate these boats, and these are some really nice boats. So we're looking at really, really nice boats. The owners get a full tax deduction when they pass this through, the donors do. And what I am really grateful to Jorge and Sally for taking the time to have a good conversation with me about what those donations could look like and what's required and what's needed and the IRS regulations around that, and how, if somebody donates a boat and you as a nonprofit organization don't either show a strong mission for it or keep it for 3 years, the donor doesn't get the full tax benefits of it. So there's like little tidbits like that they shared with me that was really, really super helpful. I'm really appreciative of not only the conversation I had with them, but the partnership that's going to evolve from this. They are a confirmed Tampa Bay dock partner. So we will be docking at their facility in Tampa Bay. We will have some educational stuff planned for that. So we'll start working on that shortly, because that'll be, we're looking at probably the December timeframe, right? So that'll be this year. And they've promised some good docktails in the evenings too, which will be fun. So I'm really excited about that. Jorge is the director of the Marine Education and Yacht Marketing, and he sits at the intersection of the both of those things that we need: the vessel and the marine science mission partner. Sarah also joined the meeting. Again, I'm really grateful for her input and her knowledge and her information that she shared. It wasn't just a quick intro call. It turned into be a real conversation about alignment, about what we're building, what they've built, about what the possibilities are for both of our organizations to work together. So I won't get too far ahead of things, but we will be doing some planning and conniving along the way. Both of our organizations are youth-focused nonprofits, and we're working through marine environments. So there's definitely something there to build. That goes way beyond the boat conversation. So I'll keep you posted on this as more information develops. We're really excited about it. Again, I urge you to check them out. This is a fantastic organization to help kids with phenomenal marine programs along the Gulf Coast and in Florida, I think on both coasts in Florida. So that's AMIkids.org. The link will be in the show notes. Now, as far as the vessel search goes, we have 34 days for our NoGo. August 10th is just 34 days away. And that's for having a boat in hand or, solidly in the works. We're currently pursuing outreach to the International SeaKeepers Society. This was recommended too by Jorge, because what they have at AMIkids isn't a fit for us. But the SeaKeepers Society, which is an organization that connects scientists and educators with discovery yacht owners for in-kind vessel use, they have a strong mission alignment with us and a potential vessel pass. So we're going to watch that closely. We're pursuing active conversations with that. And they're also, the SeaKeepers Society is also endorsed by NOAA. So we're really excited about the possibility of our NOAA connections and the science mission being a really good match for that. We do have active conversations happening for the boat search in other areas, and there are emails and information going out to yacht brokers and marinas as well, especially those that know the loop and understand the loop and have, they get it, right? They know what we need. So would it work for the loop? We're going to start our boat review short form series. It's going to launch this week. What we are looking for specifically for the loop, the information's on the website under our in-kind support page. But we're looking for a 3-stateroom boat under 55 feet in length. That's in, good condition. We don't want to take off and break down immediately. That wouldn't be a good look for the person donating the boat or us or anybody. So keep in mind that if you've had a boat sitting and it's not selling fast enough and you could use the tax write-off, we know now through the information that was provided through AMIkids and also additional research that we're doing and talking to our accountant, what it takes to make that fully, deductible for the donor. And we'll work with the broker for the fee that they would have gotten if they had a sale, right? So we've got some options for that as well. So we're not forgetting about that important thing. But the broker, if they want to donate that sale service, and the person who's donating the boat or the organization will have, their information plastered all over the website, all over the marketing material, the posts, the YouTube channel, and logos on the boat. And we do have permission from NOAA's PMN to put the logo on the boat, because we're doing such a strong part of our work there is encouraging their citizen science and water quality testing. So there's a lot of visibility there. and of and a really good tax deduction. So if you know of a trawler, a catamaran, or any kind of liveaboard vessel, partially I'm in love with tugs and always have been. That's in that 40 to 55 foot range that has 3 staterooms, and it also fits the loop specs, and it could be a fantastic tax deduction candidate. Reach out. Also, if you see a boat that you think might be a good candidate, just reach out so we can explore it. We'll just walk through it on the YouTube or wherever the link is for the sale, and we'll promote the sale of it, and we'll walk through it and talk about how it would work for us and how it would work for the loop. The specifications for that are at our website, cultivatingcurrents.org. You can just go to the donations in-kind support page and find the information for the boat. Now, our water is play series. I have an update for that. We got out on the Laramie River last week. We spent a whole bunch of time, Teal'c and I. We had everything together. We recorded it all 3 times. And when I got back, I realized that we had a technical error in the recording. So this is what happens when you're new to this, I guess. So we're going back on Thursday. Teal'c and I are heading over to the river Thursday, and we are re-recording this episode, and we will make sure that it looks great before we leave the water. Deep Woods Off is packed. The camera settings are checked. The series is coming. It's written. It's ready. We really just need to get a clean recording of it. So stay tuned. We should be releasing that early next week. On the bright side, though, Teal'c had a fantastic week. We had a couple of really good training sessions out in public, and then some good playtime on the Laramie River. He's taking to the water naturally, which is fantastic because his massive feet are webbed, I swear, all the way to the toenails, which I know doesn't guarantee they'll like the water, but he loves the water. And that's great news for a dog that's about to spend 16 to 18 months on a boat. Or maybe not, because he may be jumping overboard. Who knows? We will have life vests for him, so when we're out playing in the water. So he's been showing up on YouTube Shorts and TikTok clips, so follow along. For those links are in the show notes, and you're here on YouTube, maybe, or you're seeing this on our website. So the river adventures are kind of fun. Coming soon on the education side of things, I am working on something new that I want to give you a heads up about, actually. So I wrote this book. It's called Brilliant but Struggling, Empowering Your Teen Beyond Conventional Schooling. And a lot of research went into this, and a lot of experience went into this. It's really short. It's an easy read. It's designed for parents or even teens who want to understand why they're having so many issues doing their homework. All those fights that if you're not having them with your teen, you probably know somebody in your family or a friend who's constantly battling their kid. And you might hear it all the time. They're so smart. I don't know why they're underperforming. I don't know why they're not turning in their work. I don't know why they're not doing good on tests. I don't know why they're so disconnected and hate school. So there's a lot of answers to that in here. And then I debunk the myths about alternative schooling, whether that's microschools or homeschooling or self-directed learning, also called unschooling. So I debunk those myths that people are afraid of in trying some of those alternate education that would really set your kid free to really thrive in their education. So I'm going to start reading this book one evening a week, chapter by chapter, live on YouTube, so that we can have conversations about it. You can ask questions, and we can have conversations with the parents and the teens who are navigating the education system and looking for something different. Because public school has its place. I'm not anti-public school, but it cannot serve all the needs, right? It just can't. The teachers are incredibly overworked, dealing with large classrooms and a very, very, very diverse student body. And so kids get frustrated, kids fall through the cracks, kids get left behind. Lots of things are happening there. It's not the teacher's fault. It's the system isn't built to manage that. So there's a lot of options out there. And I just want people to feel comfortable with exploring those options and know that they're not ruining their child's lives by pulling them out of a system that's not working for them anyway. So I'm going to share a lot more details as I get the logistics sorted out. But if that sounds interesting to you, subscribe here because that will be on this channel with Cultivating Current. So there's a few things on the calendar coming up that are worth flagging. We're having our NOAA Marine Debris Program group coordination call on July 9th, just a couple days. The full team where we're going to sync up some logistics for the ambassador kits, maybe some mapping protocol integrations and summer planning for segments 1 and 2. Later this summer, we're going to have a group meeting with Vincent's Indian River Lagoon Partner Network. We're really excited. We talked about Vincent and his Sea Grant program and the Indian River Lagoon, the IRL, which is part of the Atlantic Intercoastal Waterway that we will be traversing up. That Indian River Lagoon part is about 156 miles of Florida's East Coast, which is not insignificant, right? So there's a lot going on there, and it's my old stomping ground. So I'm really kind of excited to dig in there. The organizations that are actively working to restore and protect the IRL are some of the organizations that Vincent's going to be bringing to us so we can have some hopefully meaningful connections as we build out that segment too. I'm still working on finalizing the segment overviews to put on the website, but all of the proposed stops are on the website on our map, so you can find those there. The ambassador program is still in the works. I know I keep saying this. It's coming this month. It's real, and it's close. If you have a team near any waterway that drains to the Gulf, the Atlantic, or the Great Lakes, stay tuned. This is a place. There's definitely a place for them in this. So we will be bringing more about that soon. So again, this is week 6 of our weekly updates. August 10th is 34 days away. We have real conversations happening. Momentum is definitely building. There's 3 things that I'm asking for you this week or of you. One is if you know a vessel that fits our specs, reach out so we can do a walkthrough on video and explore it and maybe possibly find one that somebody that's willing to do a donation for that full tax deduction. Number 2, subscribe to the newsletter at cultivatingcurrents.org. I'll be sending out a newsletter here shortly. I don't send a lot. I'm not trying to bury people. I'm just trying to keep you updated on all the things that are going on. And then monthly updates, June edition, all of the monthly updates are live. So this one will be live this evening or by tomorrow morning. 3 of us, follow us here, subscribe. You can also follow us on TikTok. The link's in the show notes. Teal'c is in the river. It's fun content to watch. And I will see you next Monday. Don't forget to check out AMIkids.org. Fantastic program.